Hi everyone, my name is KANG, and today I would like to present about my assignment Task 1 for my artificial intelligence. So first, let's get start from the Task 1 question first. So from the question, we know that an AI developer is trying to exploring the development of an AI loan officer to help the bank facilitate the loan process. So we also know that the AI can help identify the potential for the loan defaulter and approve or reject the loan. So from the question, we also need to compare two knowledge acquisition approaches from interviewing, observation, storytelling, questionnaires, or survey on how they collect the knowledge from loan officer to help on the AI development. So we also have to give out a comparison, need to include the advantage and the disadvantage from each the two methods that we selected. So beside that, we also have to give an example scenario on how each method can be applied in the development of the AI. So additionally, describe about how to convert the collected information into the AI understandable knowledge. So this is all we have to do in this task 1. So for the first method we selected is the interview. So what is interview? Interview is to conduct with people directly via the video call, face-to-face, phone call, and the rest. So for the advantage, we have allowed to have in-depth discussion for a specific topic, which because the interviewees can be allowed to asking the follow-up question and ask for the clarification and ask for the deeper into a specific area of the interested. Yeah. So the next is to have a closer personal connection between the interviewer and the interviewee. So with this connection, actually it's a good environment to have a more open and honest response. So which allowed the interviewer and the interviewee to sharing between them the sensitive professional knowledge and the personal experience, and resulting in a richer and more authentic data. Okay, so with the interviewing also bring out another advantage is to uncover the detailed process and the methodology uses, because sometimes the maybe the technology, the people using the technology, they didn't realize what actually he did. So yeah. So the next is the disadvantage. So not only bring out the good things, the interview also have some limited disadvantage. So which is the first one is have a more limited sample size compared with another method. So because interviewing is taking time, so yeah. So the next one is the incomplete or the withheld data. So with interviewing, maybe when during the communication, we are forgetting to asking some important question or the follow-up question. So which make our collected data is have some lag the lack of the completion for the data. So yeah. Okay, so for the second method we selected is the observation. So observation is to directly observing the individual's behavior or events in natural setting to gather the data. So for the advantages, so first, by observing the individuals, we can alter their behavior or provided via biases information, resulting in more objective data. So next, by using the method observation, we can also collect the real world context data. So providing a naturalistic view of behaviors and the phenomena. By observing people or events in their natural environment, researchers can gain more authentic and unbiased insight into how things naturally occur. So they also have some disadvantage for the observation. So the first one is the limited setting and the generalizability. So limited to the specific setting, populations, or time frames. So researcher might not have some access to a certain environment or individuals, to making it challenging to generalize the findings to a broader population or the context. So the next one is the lack of the internal perspective. So perspectives. So observation primarily capture the observation behavior and the actions, so making it difficult to access the individual's internal truth, feelings and emotions. So yeah, so we can understand what the underlying reasons for the observation behavior can be challenging. So in this slide, let us compare about the two methods and which scenario is comfortable with the both methods. So the first one is the interview. So how can interview implement is actually we can use the interview to let the developer to ask about the documents and all the method that used to confirm the income and the criteria they use to determine the income stability or any challenge or common issue that encounter during the verification process. So yeah. So for the next one is the observation. So how can we implement it is actually we can try to it's actually the AI developer can try to observing the loan officer during the loan application evaluation the process. So developer can gain insights into the specific step, criteria and the considerations used to accessing the loan application. So the observation allow us to have a direct understanding of how the loan officer analyze the documents, review about the financial information, and making the decision regarding the loan approvals and the rejections. Yeah. Okay, so after we done all the collection data, so how can we convert the data into the knowledge? So there are a few steps. So the first one is to do a data review and filtering the data. So we have to filter out which data is unusable, and maybe the data is duplicated. Yeah. So next one is to do a characterization. So we have to filter out the data and sort it out and make it into classes or categories by their own to make them more clear lah. Then the next one is to analyze the data using some different techniques based on the collected data. So yeah, so the next one is to extract the key sites, the patterns and finding from the analyzed data. So the next step is to do a data representation into AI recognizable data, recognizable knowledge, and then we can implement the knowledge into the AI. So we can use the AI with the data. So lastly, we will also do a continuous learning and updating the database or the knowledge for the AI. Yeah. So that's all. Thank you.